Somerville starts on the right-hand side, Gakpo on the left, and Brian Broby, who has scored, confidently says the biggest game of his life in the round of 32 against
in Houston. We're underway. The Netherlands in their famous orange. The Atlas Lions of Morocco, they like be allowed, and he is now being allowed on the field. But Hecke there and Saibari, and again those two are squaring up nose to nose. They're exchanging shoves.
Try to stay with him as much as he can, but that's hard without compromising your structure a little bit, as Verbruggen underplays that one.
And another whistle. Beck trying to reverse it, going to clip it long. Somerville and chase. Somerville's going to get there. Somerville in the box, into the middle for Broby. That might have been offside, and it is. And so it's not going to be a corner for the Netherlands.
But here's what the long, prolonged.
Hecke will lift that up, and Broby went down, and he's down in some pain. First corner for Morocco, into the near post. It's a great save by Verbruggen. Ball still in play. Unahi's going to reset. Boadi there, blasts it over. We said Bart Verbruggen had a very busy tournament so far. That was a great stop there.
Had to be alert.
Into the middle for Brahim Diaz. Got knocked down. We play on. Saibari comes to get it. Hakimi! Verbruggen, acrobatic save again. Another Moroccan corner.
And the Moroccan fans coming to life. Comes off a bit of a turnover.
Outside to at least get it partially clear. Riyad sends it back the other way. But Hecke just decked as he heads that away. And Jan-Paul van Hecke already once in this tournament has suffered a black eye in a collision. And now what is Will? He nutmegs the pass through. El Knaus, early cross, backside. Hakimi was there, just not there enough.
It's difficult to play through the defensive lines of the Netherlands.
Saibari's going to run it in, meets an orange wall.
Yeah, it wasn't the right decision at the end, but his movement is causing a ton of problems for this Dutch defense, because just even in that sequence, I'm watching.
Somerville right in the middle. That was Van Dijk, and he kind of ducked out of the way of it. Man down in the box for the Netherlands right now. Saibari takes a shove. He and Van Hecke continue to battle. The Dutch still on the ball. Big tackle there by the teenager Boadi. Only stopped the attack for a moment as that shot is tipped over by Bono. Mickey van de Ven.
He's barely had a touch to this point in the game.
Here it comes, right on top of the goalkeeper. It's popped in the air, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. There was probably no scenario where that was not going to be whistled for a foul at some point in there. That's a Gakpo. Nice little spin to control under some pressure. It's knocked away. It's taken back. El Knaus, and he couldn't get it in stride. Saibari was in on goal.
Wow, he had taken a great spot
for his country. And he'll whip in a great-looking ball, and how did that not go in? Ismail Saibari ends up in the back of the net, and he's trying to figure out why the ball in there with him.
He can't believe it. I just wonder if there's some player in front of him that just feel more dangerous, Morocco, when they have the ball and they're able to combine little touches, little movements. That should be a foul. And I don't see an advantage, so you got to stop that if you're Wilton Sampaio.
There's a long delay from out of the pressure. Under hit for Gravenberg, knocked away. Van Dijk backed off. Big tackle by Van Hecke. Job not done. Saibari using his body well. Chance for a shot, ends up over. That was a
areas. You're just getting nothing from the left-hand side. Gakpo's been completely isolated, and we really haven't seen Dumfries too much in the attack. But can that change? And it can in a moment. I just think they're not as dynamic, and we're going to get the game's first yellow card right out of the gates in the second half.
Lisa Diop. He'll sweep that one deep to the backside. Header popped in. Van de Ven flicking it backwards there, and that's the second save. It's Azzedine Unahi in the first attack of the second half. For Morocco, it's laid back in. Boadi couldn't really do anything with that.
You know, just noticed something a little bit different in the build-up here from Morocco. It's here on the right.
Unahi picking up steam, trying to thread that through. It's going to find Hakimi, takes it himself. That clipped off the crossbar, it looked like.
Now the Dutch all over the place again. Middle of the field, ball turns over. Broby thinks he's won it. Now you've got guys.
He pokes it away and picks Hakimi's pocket. Then he goes down edge of the box. That's not a foul, says the referee. Brody trying to escape. That is a foul, says the referee. By himself right now. Gakpo drives it inside. That's no problem for him. He hooks the cross too far for Broby. That was a really promising moment for the Dutch.
That's Hakimi.
Hakimi's on the run. He's going to get there. Achraf Hakimi running in behind. And it's a great last-ditch tackle. Mickey van de Ven. Can't say for sure he took away a goal, but for certain. Mazraoui tries to hold it in. De Jong gives it away to no one. Dumfries was making the run forward. El Knaus looking to shoot, deflected shot for Bruggen. Good solid hands to hold on to that one. It's a great turn. It's Saibari, pops up wide. Van Hekken went diving in, couldn't get there. Saibari to the byline, cuts it in front. That's that dangerous cutback ball. Virgil van Dijk there to deal with it out for a corner.
Terrific from Saibari. Really makes something out of nothing.
With Ronald Koeman trying to figure out a solution. Somerville's going to step in between the defenders. Tangle of arms there. Riyad comes away with it, tackles it away. Was Mazraoui there on the side of his face? He's had a rough night tonight. Weghorst first touch, trying to flick it along. Somerville's got to step inside Mazraoui. Somerville, tangle of legs, goes down and falls to Gakpo, scores! Cody Gakpo, first to react to the loose ball. The emotions overwhelm him as he gives the Dutch the lead. He's ended up beating Haiti in Atlanta. That was the first time in their history they had won a World Cup game in which they conceded the opening goal. Frenkie de Jong commits that.
Solutions.
As you see, it has been a very, very long time since the Dutch lost a World Cup game in which they scored first, but they don't have to lose. Wings for Morocco. El Knaus, it's a great looking ball. It's all the way through. Saibari was in a tangle. Fans are going to howl. It's a throw-in for the Netherlands. The call on the field. And Dumfries deal with. De Jong first there. Weghorst trying to steer it backwards. Big collision there. Saibari's down. They went young all over the field. They went with a lot less experience all over the field. Somerville takes that one away from Salah-Eddin, but did so using his arm. Great touch. Van Hekken misplayed it. Saibari running through. He's got options in the middle. Virgil van Dijk, once again, 34 years of age, 96 games for his country. Sit through and win it. Otto's first touch for Cody Gakpo. Tight angle, and he's going to get a corner out of it. And Mohamed Wabi looks on. He's out of subs. He's done all he can to try to create a solution. Saibari touches it wide. Rahimi has it now. Saibari is down, holding his face. Nothing from the Mazraoui, Dutch-born Moroccan, carrying forward. Plays it out wide. Chance to cross. Numbers are in the box. In it comes. Up frame. It's a goal! It's Issa Diop who ties the game right on the stroke of 90 minutes. Yassin. Into the middle. Ismail Saibari tackled away. And then an awkward challenge there by Saibari. Lift this forward. Weghorst will attack. A strong punch by Bono. He's down to the ground. It's a foul there by Frenkie de Jong, battling for the loose ball.
They came a long way for that one, Bono, and same thing when the Netherlands had the ball. Morocco were backing up. Now the game's going to come to life a little bit.
I'll be driving inside. Saibari picks it up, rolls it in. There's the chance for Morocco, but it's saved. Bart van Bruggen somehow kept out Sofiane Rahimi.
I was waiting for it to hit the back of the net. It was a beautiful move from
Waves in the penalty shootout. The last World Cup awaits this. And just beats Bono to the bottom corner.
Going with a little bit of experience first.
Off the bar!
Just gets caught leaning.
Take in the second round of the shootout. And he hits the post!
And I just wonder if he changed his mind here, seeing Bono with that little stutter.
In the second round of the shootout. No, it's saved and it sneaks in! Incredible!
Oh, for Bruggen and...
Weghorst top corner.
That's a hard one for the keeper. And you're seeing Bono a lot. He's trying to throw off the attackers by hesitating.
And he scores.
The kid barely.
And he pulls it wide.
Yeah, when you have a short run-up like this, you've instantly told the goalkeeper, I'm not going with power.
A few weeks ago, the second man in Morocco's history to play 100 games. Hits the post!
Oh my goodness. I mean, Weghorst.
Saved! With this kick.